Hey mamas, it's Ebony again, and today I am going to be sharing some tips for you on how you can improve your productivity while you're working from home. So, if you're like me and you're a mom that has little ones and you are home working, many of us through this pandemic and after and during this pandemic, we're still working from home, homeschooling. You're going to want to hear the tips that I'm going to share with you today. They're very quick, and I have found that they have been very helpful in helping me improve productivity during my workday while working from home and homeschooling my kids. So stay tuned. Welcome to Lifelong Little Ones. I'm your host, Ebony Anuforo. I'm an attorney, professor, entrepreneur, wife, and proud mom of 5 little ones. As a woman who wears many hats, I know firsthand how balancing life and business can have its challenges. I created this podcast as a platform where I can share tips and inspire moms to find balance in life, law, and business while raising little ones and raising their bottom line. Hello. So, if you are new to the podcast, my name is Ebony. I am an immigration and business law attorney. I am a mother of 5 wonderful, beautiful children, 9 and under. Married to a wonderful, supportive husband, proud daughter of immigrants. I am an attorney. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a mom. I wear all the hats. I do so much. And I created this podcast as a way to share some of the tips that I use during my motherhood journey to help other mothers be able to find balance while raising little ones and also raising their bottom line, because as an entrepreneur, that is very important to the success of our businesses. So, with all that said, if this sounds like you, or if this sounds like the type of content that you would love to tune into, please subscribe or follow the podcast. And if you know anyone who else in your life, your friends, other moms who would find this content very helpful, please also share. I would love if you can also rate the podcast if you like what you hear, and leave a nice comment as well. Anyway, with that said, I want to get into some quick, very brief tips that I would like to share regarding productivity and how to improve your work day while you're working from home. Again, these have worked for me, and I hope that they might work for you. So, the first tip that I want to share is taking breaks throughout the day. Now, I feel that you're very productive and you're more productive when you actually take breaks. I find that if I go straight with no breaks, I find that I'm doing a lot of nothing in between, and just like going on maybe social media and taking breaks anyway, and not really getting the work that I need to do done. So, what I think is very important and what has helped for me is to schedule out my breaks, because I like to make a checklist and a to do list for every single day that includes all my tasks. And it helps if I actually schedule out my breaks so that I know that from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, I'm working on reviewing this case. And it kind of gives me an incentive to say, hey, Ebony, you have to go through the whole hour to workshop this case. And then at 2 o'clock, you can take a break to check your emails, to go on social media, to post, whatever it is. I think it's very important to schedule out your breaks, because you also need to rest. You're not a machine. You are a human being, and this body is very precious. So please take breaks, whether it's a physical break to kind of like do some stretching, or whether it's a mental break to just kind of step away from the computer and the screen. Whatever it is, it's so important that you take breaks, because it's only going to make you more rejuvenated and have more energy to be more productive throughout the day. Number 2, tackle your hardest to do first. It's very easy to put off tasks that we hate or we don't enjoy doing, but I think that you'll find that doing the harder and the least fun tasks first will make it more easy to get the things that you need to do done. I used to be the type of person who would make my to-do list, and I would dread to do some of the tasks on my to-do list, especially the ones that were boring, and I knew that I was not really going to enjoy doing it, and I would just procrastinate. And you know what happens? It doesn't get done. So I think that it's very important to just get those tasks and responsibilities out of the way first and know that you're done with it, right? So you can cross that task off your to-do list and move on to the stuff that you really enjoy doing. So don't put off what is hard. Get that out of the way first, and you'll see that you'll be able to be more productive and get through things quicker. Number 3, find a productivity methodology that works for you. For me, my method is I create checklists. I am a queen, the queen of to-do list, and I like to also set time blocks for each of the tasks and activities that need to get done. So if I know that in the morning I have to check emails very early in the morning because I need to respond to my clients, I'll set aside 30 minutes before I do anything with the kids, wake up and just on my phone respond to emails. Sometimes I might have to wake up extra early just to clear my mind, so just creating a method that works for you. For me, again, that's a to-do list. When you are writing your to-do list, be reasonable, be realistic as far as what's on that to-do list. If you're going to do a daily checklist, I would recommend having no more than 5 to 7 items on that list, no more than 8. I think 8 is extremely long. And if you're going to highlight the different things you need to do, set time blocks for yourself. This is good because it holds you accountable and you're able to actually have a schedule that will work. And then you find that you are more productive, because if I'm going to focus on checking emails for this hour, I know that I have to get that done because the next hour I have another task that needs to get done that's crucial, whether it's homeschooling the kids, whether it's calling a client, whatever it is, it holds you accountable to that particular time. So setting aside time blocks for each task is very important and will help you be more productive throughout the day. Number 4, put it down on paper. Like I said earlier, I'm the queen of to-do list. If I don't write it down, I am not going to remember. So for me, I have a list and I'm old school. I like to put it on paper. So I have a bunch of different journals at my house, and I will literally write to-do lists on the top of it and write down little boxes where I can check them off and write next to it what needs to get done. And this helps me because I like the actual physical action of crossing things off my to-do list. It makes me feel accomplished. It makes me feel like I'm actually doing something, like I'm productive. So putting it down on paper is so important, and it's going to help you feel more productive. You're going to actually see that you're getting things done and be encouraged to keep going. So that's my tip number 4. And my last and final tip is focus on why you're doing something. If you understand and focus on what your end goal is for achieving this particular task, I think that you're going to take it more seriously. If I know that my end goal is for calling my clients back is to make sure that they know that I'm a professional attorney and I don't want to look bad or make my firm look bad, then I'm going to take that seriously because the end goal is for professionalism. If I know that scheduling time for me to get my nails done or a massage, and I know that the end goal is for me to actually do something nice for myself, the importance of self-care and how important that is for me, and not only for me, for the people around me, I'm going to take that more seriously. So understanding your end goal and the purpose of that task, I think will be helpful in encouraging you and motivating you to actually do it, and in turn, making you more productive throughout your day. Now, in a previous episode, I shared some other tips on how to improve your time management. If you're interested in learning about time management and how that works with working from home and homeschooling, please check out the previous episode where I share tips on that. But here, I just wanted to talk about some quick tips that you can do and implement that are very easy to help you improve on your productivity while you're working from home. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, thank you. Please, again, subscribe and also share with your friends and your family or anyone you know that might benefit from this podcast. I would also love to hear from you guys as well. If you have any comments or if you have any questions that you want me to answer, or if there's any topics that you want me to discuss on the podcast, I would love to hear from you. And I hang out on Instagram at Life, Law, and Little Ones. So you can follow me there and say hello. I'm very friendly and approachable. I will say hello back. And you can also email me at hello@lifelawandlittleones.com. Again, thank you so much, ladies, for tuning in to the podcast. Again, this was a very brief episode, and I'm going to try to keep my podcast episodes pretty brief. And the reason is because we're mamas and we're busy. And if I'm trying to encourage you to be productive, I don't want to keep you on here too long, although I am very, very much having fun and enjoy talking to you ladies. But I'm going to try to keep these tips very brief so that, we can, just get what we need from it and carry on with the tasks that we need to do for the day. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you ladies that you are all wonderful and that you are all great moms and you are all doing wonderful, that, it's okay if you feel overwhelmed sometimes. Guess what? You can still do it. Today's a new day. Today's a new week. And just because you're having a bad day doesn't make you a bad mom. And just try to be positive and speak positivity on your life. I'm going through this new journey where I am speaking positive affirmations on myself, on my family, on my children every single day. And it helps me improve my mindset. So I want to share that with you ladies as well. And I will be talking about mantras and mindset in a future episode because it's something that I truly believe in. So I am so excited to be able to start that series and start that conversation with you ladies, because I think that having positive affirmations and mantras is so essential to having a positive mindset. Anyway, with that said, have a wonderful week, and till next time, take care and stay blessed. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the podcast. I hope that you enjoyed it and found the tips helpful and valuable. If you want to stay engaged and be kept in the know every time a new episode drops, please hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified every time an episode is uploaded. If you know anyone who may benefit from this episode or any of the previous episodes, please share and tell them to join us every week. Again, thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Life, Law, and Little Ones, and also visit our website at lifelawandlittleones.com. Thank you.